Hi folks, Job Lot Comics here. We're having a look at another old Bronze Age comic book. This is, of course, Fantastic Four. It's issue 156. I love this era of Fantastic Four. I love these Doctor Doom covers that they have on them round about now. There's the lineup of Fantastic Four just now is The Thing and Medusa. And of course, Human Torch and Mr. Fantastic. And there's Doctor Doom, complete with Kirby Crackle. It's a fantastic cover. This issue's also got the Silver Surfer in it, and they put that on the front because Silver Surfer was popular. People buy this issue with him in it. So this is middle game here. We've got a great splash page. Poor Ben Grimm getting wiped out. Back to Surfer now. You've got Roy Thomas and Len Wein doing the writing and editing. Rich Buckler and Joe Sinnott doing the artwork, and it's funny to see Rich Buckler's artwork on this because it's very Buscema. I think there's elements of Kirby in there as well. Look at that Doctor Doom face. So you can see that there was obviously some kind of house style going on there, because they just wanted Doctor Doom to still be the world's greatest comic book. And really, at this point here, even though Lee and Kirby had left a while back, and we'd had a few different people, on the chores, I just think this era here, round about now, is just fantastic. Yeah, the writing was dense. The stories had arcs. The characters all returned, and everything was really dense and world building and character driven, and yeah, I just think it's a great time to be reading Fantastic Four. And I know people go on about the Lee and Kirby stuff, and of course it is absolutely amazing, but this era here is the one I remember as a kid, and I remember buying these books off the newsagents in my local town and thinking, wow, comics do not really get much better than this. This and Spider-Man at this time was just incredible, yeah. And then I was particularly impressed when they had villains like Doctor Doom, who were genuinely, high-level threats, and really made for great reading. If you've never dived into this kind of Bronze Age era of the Fantastic Four, yeah, you really need to give it a go. High stakes, great characters, great artwork, stories and plots and characters that made sense within their own universe. I just think it's tremendous. Here's the letters page. Is anybody in here? Jeff Beck? I don't know who that is. There we go. And Joe Tucci? Is that Stanley Tucci's brother? No, I don't know any of those writers. Anyway, do you know how I love these? Why don't they do these anymore? These big posters, $2 each. I'd buy the lot of them. I'd put them in frames. I'd have them up on the wall. And Mighty Marvel belt buckles. How's nobody licensing that anymore? There we go. Meanwhile, yeah, you can see all the artistic influences here. Doctor Doom's never been more kind of maniacal, I don't think, and more dangerous. And then look at this. See, that's what you want from Fantastic Four. You want to see this kind of stuff. Yeah, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Anyway, the big revelation at the end here is after the big fight. I've just spoiled it all for you. Hey, I spoiled it. What you gonna do? Who are you, the comic police? Yeah, we get to the big finale, and it turns out, it wasn't Dr. Doom at all. It was one of his Doombots. Doombots? Is that a thing? There we go. And that story just continues, yeah. Dr. Doom's after Silver Surfer's cosmic power. He's always after the Silver Surfer's cosmic power. You know why? Because he wants that surfboard. Who wouldn't want Silver Surfer's surfboard? Just goes like zooting about on it. Is the Silver Surfer surfboard a separate entity, or is the surfboard actually part of him? Does anybody know that? No, nobody does. Do you know why? Nobody cares. Anyway, hope you enjoyed looking at that. If you did, why don't you subscribe to the channel, hit that button, and then there's the bell thing. You can hit the bell apparently, and then when I put a video up, and I try and put a video up every day for you so that you can get a little comic book fix. So if you push the bell button, it tells you. Well, YouTube will tell you. How does that work? Nobody knows. So anyway, hit the button, and I'll see you all tomorrow.